Howdy, folks. Long time no see. Hey, folks. Coming to you today from sunny Arkansas, specifically Lake Ouachita, or also pronounced Ouachita. I think it's Ouachita. Anyhow, so I'm here with my good buddy Billy, his better half Sheila, and the boys. We got his nephew Levi and her son Boston, and currently we're just floating about on the lake, going after some bass, catfish, or crappie, whichever is gonna catch. I'm gonna show you around the campsite here later today. Billy has quite the setup. He's even got some tips for y'all if you guys are really into that. You know, I'm going to go camping, I'm going to be comfortable, and I'm going to do a lot of cooking. So a few facts for you. If any of you want to come out to Lake Ouachita in Arkansas, it is the largest lake in the state, which is kind of cool. It's 40,000 acres. Has, I believe, 93 campsites total. That could be just in the state park alone. Don't quote me on that. You're going to find fishing here is pretty decent. You're going to have anything from walleye, crappie, panfish, obviously, so bluegill, etc. Catfish, so you're going to have some channel catfish, flathead, some blue, not as much blue as there used to be. You will find close to the dam, they do have trout. The water is cold enough there. However, make sure that if you're not an in-state resident who carries an annual license, make sure you get that trout stamp. It's not part of it. A 7-day permit, depending on how long you're out here, is going to run you about $25 for out of state, $50 for the year, and you can add the additional trout stamp for, I believe, $15. For who? Well, coming back from the lake, stopped and got myself a haircut and a beard trim. It was only about 45 minutes to the nearest town, which is Hot Springs, which, time permitting, hopefully this week I can get over there. And I want to catch some of the sights and share that with you all. There's a lot of history in this area. I actually have been here now. Let's see, this is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's day 5. Holy heck. So we got here Friday afternoon. Been working to put together this video for y'all, but kind of catching some B-roll and doing some experimenting too. You'll see there's a lot of new drone footage in in this one. I'm actually working on a new intro as well, which will be kind of neat. But yeah, so 5 days now, and then tomorrow I'll actually be working again for my day job for the remainder of the week, and then you know, we'll be here through Sunday, and then heading back towards Texas after that. Before we do the tour, I'm going to let Billy, well, he's cooking dinner, and he's got a great recipe for tacos with hamburger meat, but it's his own, and it tastes absolutely amazing. But yeah, let's go over and see what he's up to. What kind of seasonings do you use there, Billy?
Taco seasoning, ground cumin, chili powder.
All right.
And this is awesome taco seasoning.
Oh, very nice.
And you can be as liberal as you want with it. Season to taste. Everybody likes it different levels. And this is the chili powder I like to use.
All right. Not sure if they're seeing that, but I'm trying to get it to focus in. Nice tomatoes.
Fire roasted.
Okay.
Absolutely wonderful. Drop that in there. Yes, sir.
Nothing I forgot about these.
Add in a little bit of water to
I'm
kind
gonna
of
set these right here.
let all that stuff soak
No worries. We're gonna get that all cooked in together, right?
in. Yes, sir. Let it all cook down. I'm gonna add another can of just regular tomatoes. Just diced tomatoes with green chilies. I'll throw a lid on here. Let that simmer. When you add a little bit of water there, that helps it all kind of soak into the meat. Work all that in there. Grab the lid.
Now I want to take a minute and just kind of give you, just a brief tour of how Billy tends to camp. To me, this is pretty glampish. I mean, I know I have the RV, but this takes a stupid amount of work to make yourself this comfortable. You can see we got, grill here, fire, and the whole, I call it the compound here. So let me give you a walkthrough of the station. So here's the cleaning station. He's got separated from the site itself. These sites here at Tompkins Bend tend to have water and power at a lot of them. You pay a little bit extra, but it's handy. And especially in the case with Billy, if you come in here, this is his food station and cooking area. And he's pretty well organized. He got totes all through here with his different cooking supplies. And like Eric from Pneumatic Fanatic, you'll see glimpses of Bush beer beneath. See what he's up to right now. Chopping onions,
Got my bush right here.
Drinking his bush.
Bush.
Yep. No advertisement there or anything, but no, we are not sponsored for this video. Swing
But
around.
if they want to, they're more than welcome to sponsor us.
All right, Bush, if you hear this, we're open to it. Part of the cooking station right here that we have under the canopy. Obviously, we got the fire area right here. Well placed for warmth, provided the smoke doesn't get too out of hand. He's got a shower over here and a restroom in case they need it for an emergency. There are stations throughout the campground that have bathrooms and showers, and they're apparently pretty nice. And yes, over here, that is indeed a refrigerator. It's probably more of your apartment size kind, but it works and it's hooked up to the power here. Obviously loaded with meat. So that, not bad for camping. And of course, it brings us to the tent. The tent is what, 10 by 20?
Yes, sir.
10 by 20 Ozarks Trail. It's got more open room in here than my 26-foot camper does. Got some of the dry items in here. 3 beds, 2 for the boys. And then Billy and Sheila over there. You'll see, I'll come in here a little bit. He actually has a wood stove in here. And he even has it set up with a temp gauge because he has a fan that blows the air out. And that temp gauge will monitor when it gets too hot. And at that point, they can crank down the heat before it burns up the fan. But definitely a lot of room in here. Now, of course, he packed out all of that trailer. He's got the game area set up over here with a couple of cornhole boards. Might bring out more games, never know. And then I am right over there next door. Yeah, I have to say, this is no joke. He does not play when it comes to camping. I've known Billy for probably 23 years now, and when you get in the outdoors, one thing he does really excel at is his food, and he takes a lot of pride in that. So he spends a lot of time working on that. While we're doing our thing, he likes to take control, and I'm fine with that because if he's not around, it's me. So I'll take it as a break. All right, so right now we're waiting for the finished product, and we'll catch up with you then.
Are you using these at all, babe?
I'm not just coming in here warm them up.
Can you come here, Billy?
Nice and cooked in there. And Billy, you had that off a little bit, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you made your own.
Pick up a dial in a bag.
So you just shake it in there,
Yes, sir.
chop and shake.
Yes, sir.
All right. All fresh organic ingredients from Wally World.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
All right.
Boston meat and cheese.
And we just heat up the tortillas and tacos shells right over here. I think dinner is just about ready. That's what I call cooking while camping. Boil water and put the water in there, and you got beef stroganoff.
Like Mountain House and
Yes.
dehydrated food.
And like, what was it like?
Meat, cheese, and sour
Back in
cream.
the 90s, it had to be like $15 a bag too per meal.
I think Mountain House when it first came out was like $3.48 a bag.
When I was in high school, it was over $10 a bag already. It was pricey. I don't know what they are now. I don't even want to look.
They're about $9 a bag.
It's so expensive. Even now with inflation, you think?
That's just your standard, like run-of-the-mill, cheap dehydrated meals.
Oof. Well, at least nowadays, we just cook. Unless you're like me and you end up in a campground outside of Springfield and they'll DoorDash it to you. All right.
When you're camping with Billy, we cook home cooking.
That's right.
On the road, in the campground.
You know, and I try to, but sometimes when it's just me, it gets a little bit, you know, you get lazy.
It's harder to cook for one than it is for five.
Right, right.
Absolutely.
All right, well, with that, I think we should go ahead and sign off for the evening. Get some grub. I have editing to do, and then I have work
Campfire.
tomorrow.
Also a campfire to enjoy for a
Oh,
while.
and a campfire. So, time to wind down. So, we'll catch you guys in the morning. Another chilly day here in Arkansas. I think it's, probably squeezing around high 40s, low 50s. I don't know when the last time I showed my setup in here. It's probably been some time. But when I'm not working the day job and I'm not shooting, I'm editing. And for that, I have a newer now MacBook Pro that I use, and I'm actually using a espresso touchscreen that attaches to it. Gives me a lot of fluidity that way. And I can go back and forth. I can preview stuff, download audio, all that fun stuff. But, you know, I need to do a video on some of the different apps that I use at some point. I've been asked about that a lot. Actually, last night even, I got a call in the middle of the night picking my brain, and that's one of the topics is what do I use. But anyhow, it's been a fun trip. Definitely give this campground 5 stars. It's been a cold week. Billy made some killer food. Got some lake time, got some flight time. It's been fun. Sadly, no fish caught though. But with that, it's time for us to start heading back towards Texas here. We're going to be leaving first thing in the morning. I'm already packed up, ready to go. And yeah, so it's been great. Again, this was Tompkins Bend Campground, Lake Ouachita, Arkansas. Highly recommend it. I wanted to make a trip out the actual Hot Springs National Park, but it's just been so windy and cold that it's on the list for another trip. But with that, again, thank you all for watching. Appreciate those of you who have been following me along the way. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and that notification bell so that every time I upload a new video, you'll get an alert for that. That being said, we'll see you next time.
You can't turn the tide. Let the water go where it wants.